Alright, so always do light control when you're in labs, going into certain areas that are dangerous. So since I'm not going to try to hack my way through, I broke this so that it would not provide ambient light nearby. Had I left that computer up and I opened this door with a torch, the computer would light me up enough that the grenade chucking robot that might be inside could see me and start throwing grenades. So control your light. Alright, we're going to blow the northern door. I'm going to stand here and I'm going to torch this door. Now we get shuffling. Hey, zombie soldier. How come you guys weren't shuffling earlier when I was checking? Just the one guy so far. Alright, let's get out ahead of him. Wow, are we slow already? We're down to 91. We should be okay. Ditch the travel back first. And let's run a little further. Ditch the gas mask. And I need to get this blanket off. Or I use too much of this stamina. Whoops! Kicky kick. Grenade, please. No grenades. A lot of other stuff. Nothing I care about, though. We've already got the combat knife. We've already got plates. We've already got vests. Maybe the MRE. That'd be about it. Oh, that's right. I dropped the backpack. Can't spend a lot of time recovering my stamina either because we're going to get super cold. Alright, is it just him? So far. Oh, one guy locked in the room. Don't have to worry about him. So what do we got? M1911, clean army man gear, including a ballistic vest with plates. So we may grab a clean one, full durability and all that. Maybe some tack gloves if we can find a fitted pair. We'll see. He's breaking stuff. I don't care. Army helmet. So, fitted helmet. I think I have knee pads, don't I? I do have knee pads. Fitted tack gloves. Can't wear the boots. Take clean fitted pants. Clean combat shirt. Ballistic glasses. And that's about it. So pretty much one of each of the things I was semi-interested in. Nobody hiding in the bathroom. Alright, dude. Let me get out of my gear here so we can fight you proper. No. No grenades. I was hoping to at least recoup the two I used. We got a lot of other ones to check, though. Alright, now we're going to have to torch again. This is another one that can be pretty dangerous. Ugh. Come on. Crowbar. So, our light is the only light. That makes it a little safer. Let's go with the lower one this time. So it's got its own interior light, so if there's a turret in there, we're going to have to deal with the turret. Peek. No turret. Alright, freebie. Oh, one soldier. Didn't quite get everything off. Whoops, damn it. Drop the crowbar. No, don't hit me. No grenade again. Alright, so here we go. Full room lit up. What do we have? The Rivtech Super Advanced Auto Shotgun we can't use. An M240, Sig 553, some drum magazines, some random ammo. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely nothing in here. Not even remotely worth the gas expenditure. Alright, so that's why I'm not sure it's worth us breaking into the rest of these. There's just not a lot in the barracks that can benefit this particular character. We're on 50% item drop rate. We can't use guns. 99% of the reason to come into these, especially, is guns and ammo. You don't often find anything other than guns and ammo in here that I would care about. So I don't think I'm going to bother popping into this anymore. And yeah, I think we're not going to get much benefit out of the other barracks either. We've already got the clothing. A backup could be useful, but I'm not overly concerned about it for the pants or the shirt or any of that kind of stuff. So I think there weren't any of the backpacks, were there? We have the load-bearing vest. Did I grab the that full one? Yeah, we'll grab this. We'll just wear it. It'll let me. All right, we'll wear that out and throw it in the vehicle. Light load-bearing vest. I just don't care. Frost nip mouth. All right, we're gonna start taking head damage here pretty quick. Gotta get out of here. All right. Interesting. Drop that for now. Get rid of the light gloves. Get rid of the... I think the rest of that can stay. Temperature still out of whack. What is the Tileset? Well, just type settings. You know that. I'll tell you exactly what I'm using. It's Chibi-Ultica. And it's got the same problem as every Tileset, including Undead, which is new stuff keeps getting added regularly, and it takes time for the graphics authors to actually put the tiles into the game for all the new stuff. There's more stuff being added in the last year than every year before it, with all of the different animals and variants of the animals and variants of the mutated anatomy animals and so on. Undead wasn't special in that regard. It also had lag times. What's the deal with no guns? We're playing the Brawler trait. It's a new trait that's been added to the game. The Brawler trait. Not allowed to use ranged weapons. It's just another trait you can pick to mix up and vary the gameplay, game style. Wonder if they'll start selling the game? No, never happen. Won't ever happen. Alright. Where do I see CDA in a couple years' time? Same place it was a couple years ago to now. More stuff. Crammed into a too small numbering system and creaking at the seams. Dwarf Fortress was a pay-to-play game to begin with that is now being sent to Steam. Cataclysm is free-to-play, has always been free-to-play, is always going to be free-to-play. It's developed by a community of people. What do you think, that all of a sudden one person is going to claim total ownership of the game, put it on Steam, and start collecting funds from everybody? And all the people that help put it together aren't going to scream bloody murder and say, no, that's not the way that works. Yep, it's been tried. It's also been cloned and copied and so on. It's not going to happen. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about thinking of worrying about it. But no, Cataclysm's going to just keep progressing like it's been progressing for the last... I've been playing it for about 6 years now. And I don't see any change in the pace of development or the change in how things are going to work. So it's just going to keep on refining systems and keep updating things. There's lots of long-term plans in place that they're trying to work towards. I'm fine with all of it. Let's see. Alright, so everything's out of the inventory. I've got my basic gear back on. We got some clothing. We got the laser stuff. I don't know if we'll be able to take advantage of the mounted laser. We're going to try. I'm not sure if the Brawler trait's going to keep me from using that. Did we have a... hey, grab a pillow. There we go. Alright, pillow and blankie on my driver's seat. That's what I prefer. Alright, bandage disinfected, the damaged part. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. That was a pretty short lab. Single floor, ice lab, finale room in the first room that we dropped into, which is super rare. Good times, though. Alright, let's see. Oops. Let's do this. Oh, actually, let's do something first. So, because people are probably curious, oops, what I'm leaving behind, let's do a teleport down into those two other ones that I'm ignoring, and we'll see what I'm leaving behind. So, I'm not picking these up. This is just for satisfaction of curiosity. So, this one had a turret, and it's got Mossberg. Lots of magazines, 5.56, pretty much nothing useful. Nothing you can't get much easier elsewhere. So no real benefit there. And the other one... another turret. No good weapons, magazines, fairly useless ammo, an EMP bomb. That would be the one thing I might have been able to use out of this entire place. That is it. So we're not leaving anything that I would care about or I would normally loot anyway. So I'm satisfied with my decision. Alright. You keep CDD on a remote island as the only game you can play? Yeah, it's on the top of my list, or near the top of my list as well. This kind of a game with the level of complexity and depth and variety, most importantly. Alright, let's get moving. Now I need to locate another Humvee or an APC so I can pull a turret mount off. And see if we can install this A7, which I'll also have to find a rifle book, because we won't be able to get experience by firing a rifle. I'll need to get a rifle book. I think I need rifles too for either the turret mount or the laser install. I forget which, and or both. Unfortunately, we didn't get any there. I didn't actually look in the other two barracks. Those would be one of the places where we could have got the rifle book. So we did pass up that opportunity. That was one thing I forgot about. In the front barracks section, when you first blow in or get through the door, there could possibly have been books in the barracks lockers that would have been one of the rifle books. I don't think I'm going to stop here. What's happened to your Terra Invicta playthrough? I stopped playing it. They need to work on that game. Too many issues, too much of a time commitment, just spinning in place through the early to mid game, where you're just doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over and over again ad nauseum. They need to compress the time frame for the whole beginning to middle game. It's just really poorly balanced. And a bunch of other things. I'm just going to wait for them to work on it for a little while before I revisit it. I'm very much still interested in it. I just need to give it time to cook a bit before I revisit and play through it more. Do the aim kit practice to get the skill? Maybe. That'd be another idea. We might have to try that. Stag beetle? There's been oh, there is a stag beetle sighting. Hey there, stag beetle. Can you take out the whole prison bus contingent? That's what we're looking at here. We're looking at a convict bus, a prison bus. And everybody's escaped. Everybody's a zombie. They've all gotten out. And we have a giant stag beetle that might clear it for us. I don't really care. I don't need any of the stuff these guys have. Let's watch this stag beetle just body everything in the area. He's super punching him. Is he gonna go down? He's still at 3 bars. I think he's still gonna win. Who's he focusing on now? Can't tell who he's hitting. And he's gonna go down if he doesn't actually start killing again. Interesting. Whatever. Unfortunately, that armored car is not useful to me either. It's too much of a wreck. Hey there, Toshi. Welcome back. Thanks for the resub. Yeah, for anybody that hasn't heard my answer, I will not be playing Dwarf Fortress on the channel. I have played Dwarf Fortress many times over the 15 to 20 years or whatever length of time it's been in development. I've had it for ages. I haven't played it in the last 8 or so years, and I have no interest in playing it anymore. I've already been there and done that. The basic gameplay hasn't changed much since I last played it, and the genre as a whole, the ball has been handed off to other games like RimWorld and such, and I find those to be much more entertaining and accessible than Dwarf Fortress's insane levels of useless, ridiculous detail that they insist on going down. So I won't be playing it on the channel. I don't care about the Steam release. I would revisit RimWorld sooner than I would play Dwarf Fortress again. So, I am happy that the Tarn Adams and his brother, I forget the other guy's name, that they are going to be more commercially rewarded for their efforts. I mean, it's an awesome game and an awesome achievement of the type of game it is. I just have already been there and done that myself. So hopefully it opens up that kind of gameplay to more folks. And any attention Dwarf Fortress gets, invariably, when people ask, alright, I played Dwarf Fortress, what do I try now that's similarly complex? Cataclysm is pretty much the only other thing that comes to mind, generally. So, Dwarf Fortress audience and Cataclysm audience get handed back and forth to each other fairly often. I don't like going into forests. I think I'm going to go the other way. Little teeny town. I can't see the nameplate yet. Ooh, we got a wrestler. And an acid spitter. So acid darts, wrestling, necromancer. Why am I seeing so many necromancers? I think of the upgraded zombies, I think I've seen more necromancers than damn near any other type. Why is there such a plethora of necromancers rolling around? It seems like an odd one to get a higher quantity of than a lot of the other basic types upgrades. Uh-oh. Doghouse. Who let the dogs out? That's actually a middling pack. We've seen much better than that. Oh, who are you? Wait, who's this guy? Hey, you. Ah, the Zombie Master. Alright, so he got an upgrade similar to the Necro. Yeah, look at this. Now, the Zombie Master answers why there's such a high quantity of upgraded zombies in the area, because that's his job. He actually upgrades zombies. He force evolves them to new types. And he resurrects ones that you've knocked down that haven't been pulped. So he would be an answer to why this particular location has a higher concentration of upgraded zombies. But again, more necros and masters. Huh. I wonder if they've... I don't know if this is just a crazy random happenstance, or if coinkadink, or if somebody's changed something in the spawn settings or evolution settings. I'd love to get into that ambulance, but with this crowd following and some rock throwers, I'm wearing my ballistic vest shirt. Nah, not with all these dogs. That'll get me killed. Alexander. Alexander has a Oh, there's a library of Alexander! We have found a great wonder of the world! Talk about crazy random happenstance. The Library of Alexander. That's funny. Burn it. I mean, maybe. Unfortunately, it's kind of buried back there. And it's next to a park. So it's not terribly friendly to, in an approachability sense. We'll head over there and we'll see what things look like. Maybe we can raid it and then burn it. Be thematically irresponsible. Where are the wasps? Wasps are in that house. So we have a wasp house. Why are there still zombies alive in the area if we have a wasp house nearby? Whoa, what is this? What is this guy? We got another new graphic. That's the spitter zombie now? Man, they're really going hard at replacing all the old MSX tiles, which I'm fine with. I'm not sure how many of the old MSX tiles we have left. They might have gotten through most of them already. Well, I'm not going over there now. I'm not going in that area with wasps nearby. That's just asking for punishment. So, north it is. It's funny, though. What? Gunfire? From the southwest and below. So we've got a lab underneath us with some turrets. I mean... who knows where that might be from. There's no subway connection here. Yeah, anybody that wasn't here earlier, that's the new mega farm. Our first glimpse of the new mega farm. Looks like this road just connects into the farm road right here. Maybe it comes across as well, but I'm going to assume it just connects into the top of that farm system. It's mostly farms. It's farm fields and hay fields and a bunch of apple orchards scattered around. I don't know if this is connected to it with an actual farmhouse. I don't know if this is like a controller for this whole thing or what. Other than that, we just got a couple of silos. That's pretty much all I see. So, I don't know. I don't know if they're 100% replacing all the farm variants, because there's several different farm variants. Or if they're making that one primary and then minimizing the others. Because the goal with that whole thing with the super farm is to minimize the impact on the road endpoints. So normally when you get a map of an area, for example, and it's unexplored, which I have to go quite a ways back. We've been traveling a lot. But when I'm examining a map, yeah, like this. So when I'm examining a mapped area, I'm looking for these, an endpoint. Each of these endpoints could be a prison, could be a power substation, could be a science lab, etc. A tremendous number of these endpoints lately, for the last year or two, have been farm version 1, farm version 2, farm version 5, farm version 8, and it's just... It was really frustrating to travel around trying to find specific buildings because so many of the endpoints were taken up by these farm structures. So the goal with the mega farm is to reduce the amount of all these endpoint locations being farm structures, all the little farm structures. So they just put one big farm in placement of a huge amount of the littler farms. That's my understanding. How well it works, I don't know. Like all new things that get added in, it'll take some tuning, I'm sure. Hey there, other police car. Is this the FBI car? I think this is the FBI car. This one sometimes has weapons in the back. Yep, FBI emergency car. What do you got? Nope, just the standard car stuff. Alright. Not that we could use the weapons anyway. Alright, road network. No, I'm not going to burn the Library of Alexander. Not with wasps. Alexander didn't have to contend with wasps, giant mutated wasps. So no, I am not going to go burn the Library of Alexander. Let's go. Let's just keep going north. North has been working out for us. What's our battery power at? Ooh, 55%. We might have to stop somewhere and spend another day letting the battery recharge. Road stop is useless. Migo structure. Oh, almost got excited there. Not the vehicle I need. SWAT truck with no gear in it. And that's looking pretty thoroughly wrecked. Advanced solar panels all busted up. Oh well. Another town, Ackworth. Oh, there's a pharmacy and a collapsed tower and a recycling center. Another place I will not be going. Damn it, collapsed towers. So many of you nowadays. I should be able to go up and around this guy. Any sign of the collapsed tower inhabitants? Not in Main Street here. Can't quite see far enough, though. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I was hoping still to get into a pharmacy. Can't think of much I would get out of the recycling center now that I would care about. Subway station entrance, though. There's the gangrenous crawlers. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Why is a collapsed tower Vorm repellent? Because of the gangrenous crawlers that I just showed you that were right here. There's 3 or 4 special enemies that are associated with the collapsed tower, and you do not want to mess with them unless you're forced to go mess with them, basically. They're annoying, they're fairly dangerous depending on what kind of character build you have and where you're at in your gameplay. The collapsed tower is kind of an NPC quest specific location. So it's there for a particular purpose for an NPC quest chain to go into. Other than that, you basically want to ignore and avoid the place. It's just way more dangerous and way more effort than it's worth to get near that thing. And the things that come out of it can spread out quite a ways around it. So Vorm is not collapsed tower averse. Vorm is unnecessary danger averse. And that thing is unnecessary danger. And it's really annoying. Just really, really annoying. See my last challenge? Was it last? Yeah, last challenge. See my last challenge for reasons why. We went inside one. We fully, completely explored and completed one. I don't care about you, evac shelter, other than is it time to stop for the day and let the battery recharge while we do some more reading and crafting? It's not really a place I can sleep comfortably without adjusting things. Nah, let's keep going north. Ah, yeah, the one before that. One of the last couple of challenges. Not the last one. The last one was the nighttime one. Why are they bad? They're fairly dangerous from a damage perspective, but the big thing is they explode into gaseous clouds, as well as all the other creatures that come out of that explode into gaseous clouds, so you're forced to permanently wear a gas mask and constantly be reloading it with gas cartridges, and you can't see anything the entire time because you're always in a gas cloud. So you're constantly no vision range, sucking down poisonous gas, and if you better have a gas mask, period. And even then, you're going to be constantly replacing the gas mask charges, given how long you have to spend in there. It's just bad news. It's bad news. I want to check this ambulance while we've got an opportunity. I'm still looking for a scalpel, and we can still use some, uh-oh. Cockroaches. Please stay away from me, cockroach. No items? No items. Damn you, 50% drop rate. Why do you insist on 50% drop rates? So... nothing in sight that entices me so far. Beat the collapsed tower? What do you mean, Rem? I just did. I'm not sure what you're referring to. I literally completely cleared it all the way to the ending just 2 challenges ago. Yeah, the one where I had the big city and I had the 8 locations I was going to go into. Collapsed Tower was one of them. We just did it. What the hell is that? Survivors camp. Uh-oh. Am I going to get shot? Am I going to get shooted? Uh-oh. They're coming for me. Oh, survivor zombies. Well, that's different. Improvised armor and weaponry, huh? A lot of those guys. Oh, feral preppers. Feral preppers! These guys we hate. Hey, feral prepper. Yeah, he's got a handgun. Makeshift weapon and a handgun. And there's 3 of these guys up here. Oh, they do have guns. These guys don't have guns. These guys do have guns. And aren't these the ones that have the flashlights too? I want to say these are the ones that had the flashlights. That also caused a problem in that same challenge we're talking about with the vampire run. It was pretty interesting dealing with the feral preppers with flashlights and handguns roaming around in the streets. What do you mean it makes no sense to you? It works in Walking Dead, so therefore it's canon in every zombie fiction ever, anywhere. They are falling into spiked pits and dying? Well, that's interesting. I just run them all into spiked pits over and over again? they're getting slaughtered by their own pit system. Yeah, keep coming towards me, guys. I'll just sit tight while you keep running through your pits. There's another one down. There's another one down. Whoa! Hey now, buddy. There's another one down. they all died in their own pits. That's hilarious. I didn't consider that. The entire crowd is dead. This is where one pops out of the tent and I get shot in the face. Because there's a couple of guys hiding in the tent. Yeah, I thought they were too smart for that too. You would think if they're just ferals, they would avoid obvious traps and fire from like Molotovs and things like that. Huh. Well, ain't that interesting? Alright, if I get shot in the face by somebody who steps out of a tent, I blame all of you guys. Survival knife with some water purification tablets. Nail bat. Oh, man. Lucille! It's Lucille! Speaking of Walking Dead. Look at all the references. So I think this guy's too smart. I think this guy will avoid the pits. Yeah, look at him avoid the pits. Yep, He goes around ledges and he goes around pits. So boomers are smarter than ferals. That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Yeah, come on. Blow him up. Can't see. This is where I'll get shot. Guy will step up right next to me when I'm blind. Take me out. So, a pointy stick, a pipe rifle. So that's what he was using, a pipe rifle. That's still the survivor zombie. Where is the feral? There's the feral. Survival knife. I'm not seeing the pistol he supposedly has. Giant stag beetle making another appearance. Survival knife with some Kevlar threads. Survival kit box. Yeah, is this another situation where... Oh, he had a rebar spear. Where it says they have guns, they get to use guns, but they are actually magic guns that fire magic bullets that the player doesn't get to loot or use in any way. That seems to be what we've got going on here. Yep, sure enough. They're using those magic guns. Alright, well this is kind of silly. Given the constraints of the enemies not knowing to stay out of their own pits. At least it's not a loot pinata that you can easily grab a bunch of crazy gear from. This is one of the survivor car locations. I have yet to actually be able to trundle around in the survivor car. I've only found it a couple of times, and during those times I already had like my Humvee rolling or something, and I wasn't able to really take advantage of it. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing much we can do with this city either. All terrible buildings that have no real function for me. Another pretty good sized crowd. Hmm. 38%. Man, we're burning energy. And we're not finding replacement batteries at the rate I was expecting to. So this might not be sustainable without extended periods of time stopping to recharge. Another predator. That's a little odd looking too. I don't remember this perfect circle. This is a dump now? Everything's been buried already? Wonder how the owner of the house there felt about the zoning that allowed a dump to be built 5 feet away from his living room or his kitchen window. Kitchen window, walk 5 feet, dump. I'd be talking to the zoning ordinance guy. I think there might have been some kickbacks involved in that location. Daycare center. Oh, the hunting lodge. That'll be a good place for us to go hang out, the hunting lodge. Another library, bookstore, electronics store. At least those are interesting to me. Vehicles, nothing useful. Yeah, what else we got in here? There's the library. Gun store I can't get much out of. Ooh, dog park and a park on the route in. Ouch. That would be painful. There's also a pharmacy though. So we got an electronics store, a pharmacy, and a bookstore all right here. So I think what we'll do is we'll go hang out here at the lodge, and depending on the population density of enemies, we'll be here a couple of days. I think we'll loot up, get the batteries charged, and I'll do some raids into the town at night while we have the moonlight advantage. Let's go ahead and work our way up there. Try to keep all the zombies from following us up. I think we got one following me. Come to me, silly zombie. I'm going to fight you, so you have to step on this grass, because it's going to cost you 150 moves instead of 100 moves. Thereby, I will attain a tactical advantage, and I will punch kick you to death. All hail the grass advantage. Alright, do we have the NPC in here? We don't. We don't have Glooscap, whatever his name is. No Glooscap. So do we hacksaw the bars off, or do we torch the door down? I think we hacksaw the bars off. Activate. Hacksaw. Cut metal. Pry it open. Go loot stuff. What do we got? We got a BB gun, a trench knife, an oil lamp, bunch of sealed foods, a long rope, and a backpack. That's it? Not even an arrow? Huh, that's unfortunate. So you, we're just going to bring over, and then we're going to butcher. Give me the rope, and most of the rest of this I don't really care about. Grab the battery. Has there always been a stairs down here? Did they change the hunting lodge, or have I been missing this every time? I don't remember a basement being here. Is this one of those basements with secrets in it? Or did I see this before? Do we have secrets? We have secrets. I think maybe I did see this. I think I have seen this. There just wasn't anything in it for me to memorize. I see. It's this kind of basement. Wow. We're running a cocaine distribution line out of the basement of a hunting lodge. Is this a movie reference or something? I'm not getting it if it is. That is a lot of coca. Yeah, we got body bags, we got cocaine. I'm not sure what the straw dolls are supposed to represent. Is that where we're packing the cocaine in? I bet you this is a reference to a movie. They're packing the they're I don't know, loading in the body bags, or are they packing them into the dolls? Well, there were some noises to the north, so is there another secret door up that way that I'm missing? Do we have secret doors in the walls here? Only a few places where that's usually possible in Cataclysm. Not letting me bump any walls. So if there's more beyond that, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm undecided if I remember seeing this before or not. I'm wondering if it's a variant of the hunting lodge. Do we have variants of the hunting lodge? Overmap editor. Special hunting. We have hunting lodge Glooscap. Alright, so that varies. And then hunting blind. So I guess it's the non-glue-scap version. That's probably this version. Maybe the glue-scap version doesn't have the underground one, and that's the only ones I've seen recently. But we do have 2 variants. So, alright, good to know. I sure don't remember there being a basement there. Alright. Ambiguous Amphibian gave you a shout out. Yeah, he's good, folks. He's got an unhealthy fascination with raiding. What the hell building was that he was trying to get to? And I kept telling him don't. I forget which one it was. I think it was a military outpost. I think it was a military outpost. He was insisting on trying to raid. And I'm like, no, you're not going to survive it. Don't do it. He was insistent, though. Maple syrup. Job lots of maple syrup. How about books? We got any books? Any fun books? No fun books. Alright, I don't remember the rooms having anything I care about. Nah. Nothing we need there. Yeah, if he doesn't finish streaming before I do, I'll raid him instead of him possibly raiding me. We'll be done here in about 10 minutes. I might actually wrap it up a couple of minutes early because we're pretty much done for the evening. I'm just going to unload some stuff and we're going to do some reading and all that kind of thing. So this is probably a good time to wrap up anyway. I mean, we made some progress. Oh yeah, we got to the 2nd floor, so we got to look at the north. Another library opportunity. Mill surplus. Oh, a museum. I heard I think the most recent notes indicate they've trashed the items in the museum again. Used to be museums were one of the holy grail spots to try to get to. If you saw a museum, you would do everything you could to get into it. So you could get plate armor and maces and pikes and all that kind of stuff. But they did a pass of all the armors and weapons and lowered everything and changed versions and especially the armor. And made mostly the less effective. And now apparently they've gone through and done the same thing again. I haven't actually seen it yet. This will be the first time if we go look at that in the next episode. But apparently they're all now much more worn down and messed up as museum pieces instead of brand new off the factory shelf type pieces. So yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll try to get into that. There's a pretty good reason for us to go there given the library in the area. So we'll try to kind of work our way up here quietly, pop into the house, and then grab the library, the museum, and the mill surplus. That'll definitely be a target for us. And then we can see a little further in. Ooh, we got a hunting supply store right there, too. Light amp goggles. Could be right there waiting for me. And we've got the moonlight bonus. If we get clear weather, if we don't have cloudy weather, we'll be able to see pretty well, which will give us some access into the city. So yeah, Friday's episode, we will be doing some fairly extensive exploration into this city. We've got a lot of good locations kind of buried in here. That'll be fun to try to get into. We'll try to get a lot more combat done in Friday's episode. And if we survive all that nonsense, we'll roll up north and we'll try to get into these 3 buildings. But we shall see. Yeah, alright, let's go ahead and put a save and quit in here. That's going to wrap it up for this evening's Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. If you're new to the channel, Monday and Friday, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock Central U.S. time. That's when we do this stuff. So hope to see you again. Thanks for everybody for supporting the channel, dropping some subs, all that good stuff. Let me go double check, make sure if AA is still doing his streaming thing. He is offline, so he is not doing his streaming thing. So I guess we won't be raiding Amphibious Amphibian. He's gone. All right, have a great night, everybody. I will catch you tomorrow for some more Stalker Gamma. Stay safe out there.